What's up, my beautiful bandits? We are live. Jonathan Manus here, the One Leg Bandit. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tonight, we are doing a community live stream. Lots of people coming in from the community. They're backstage right now. I'll continue to pop them up as we move forward here. But tonight, we're going to celebrate how we all got here, how we all work together to get to where we need to get to, and a lot of people's journey tonight. You know, it's just a lot to go over. And I'm just so thankful for all the people that's going to take their time. Now, the very first person I have tonight, his name is Fuzzy Man Dennis. All right. You might know him. He wrote the Shiba Inu anthem that I play on this channel all the time. He's been on tour. It's a worldwide tour already. He just hit up Ireland, Portugal, Spain, all sorts of things going on. And I'm going to go ahead and bring him in first. I was able to help him get his wallet set up, get him moving forward. So with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Fuzzy Man Dennis.
Hi, can you hear me?
I got you, baby. How you doing tonight?
Fantastic. How you doing?
Doing good. Thank you so much for being on the stream. So let's talk a little bit, Dennis. You know, I got you set up with your wallet. You went on the first run with us, but you've been in music your whole life. It's your spirit. It's your soul. How do you feel right now? How do you feel about being in crypto, and how do you feel about your music career?
I mean, honestly, love it because just like my music, it's really just all about investing and growing and then trying to make change and, just get the bag.
I hear you, buddy. Now tell me, what is going on in your music career? How was the tour? I know you just got back last week. I know it was a whirlwind. I mean, was it good getting that international experience?
Yeah, I've got a lot of people like in a bunch of different countries now that like have heard my music and then actually like I didn't think that they would because it's kind of a mix of cultures, but they really seem to enjoy it.
Outstanding. I mean, was the nightlife good? Did you unleash some new music over there and get some good, trials out there? How was everything?
Heck yeah, everything went amazing. I kind of showed my stuff in a couple of bars too. It was funny. It was just like a bunch of different audiences mixed together.
And is there a big difference worldwide, across the sea than it is over here in the U.S. for you right now? How's everything going with that?
Oh yeah, everything's going all good, but over there you can definitely tell just like their music genre is kind of set in stone, but like they still like listen to foreign stuff because like it's just new. It's like a mix of like just their normal.
But the overall vibe, though, they was feeling some Fuzzy Man Dennis, correct?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, so I come to you with the idea. I helped you get into crypto, and I know you've done your research into it. But how was it writing the Shiba Inu anthem? I mean, you've already gotten over 260,000 plays on that song right now. How was it writing that song?
It was actually pretty fun. It came easy because of just like the amount of advice that I listened to through you. I was able to like kind of craft it and cater it, and it was pretty fun to make.
Man, I appreciate you throwing in the One Leg Bandit will help with that. I mean, that was really awesome and unexpected, but I really do appreciate that.
I got you.
Well, what's your goals for 2023? What are you hoping to do? What spots and cities are you wanting to go to? And tell the people a little bit about you.
Right now, I'm finding places to perform at every Tuesdays and Thursdays. On the 20th, I'll be in Clearwater, but usually I'm going to be performing around Tampa.
Outstanding. So everyone, I'm about to go ahead and I'm going to present here. I want to show people, if you don't mind, please go and go to Instagram and follow Dennis here at Fuzzy Man Dennis. Hit him up. He's got 24,000 followers. He's got a lot of his information there, about his music releases and things of that matter. Please show him some love and follow him there. And I will also put in the chat, and I will put out all of his SoundCloud information. That way you can get to all of his music directly. All right, Dennis. So tell me, before you go here, man, how are you feeling about Shiba Inu and all cryptocurrencies in 2023? How are you feeling about that journey?
Absolutely amazing. I literally can't see failure with this path.
I can't see it either, man. I really can't, and I'm just so glad that I was able to help you get involved, get your wallet set up, get you moving forward. And now you're doing all these wonderful things, tying in music and cryptocurrency and just growing. So, Dennis, I love you. Thank you so much for being here and letting the world know about your journey. We'll continue to move on. I appreciate you so much. Have a good night. Okay, bud?
Much love, of course. Have an amazing night.
All right. See you. Thank you. All right, everybody. So go ahead and remove that. So that was Fuzzy Man Dennis. I'm gonna throw up all of his stuff in the chat. Please give him some love and continue to help him grow. He's helping the Shib Army grow, and that's what it's all about. Next to the deck. All right, we got a longtime Shib holder, a big time Shib community member. Coach George is in the house. Let me go ahead and bring him in. Hey,
All
how you
right,
doing?
what's happening? What's
Doing great,
happening?
baby. How you doing tonight, Coach George?
Doing pretty well. Thanks for inviting me up, and
Well,
love
look.
your show.
Well, thank you so much. You have done so much for the Shib Army. If you don't mind, tell the world your journey with Shib. How's everything going, and how are you doing?
Okay, appreciate that. And I'll even go back further than that. I started in crypto in 2016 officially, buying Bitcoin. I think it was like $649 was my first Bitcoin. Ironically, before that, a couple of years, another business I was doing, somebody paid us in Bitcoin. I think it was like 36 Bitcoin. They were about $100 a piece. And we were like, what the heck is this? And we cashed it out, got an account, and took it. Wish we had those 36 Bitcoin. But anyway, got into SHIB, a year and a half ago or what have you. And I've been a trader, obviously, since day one. And I carry, you guys were talking about it last night on your show. You carry a hodl bag and you carry a trade bag. So I've got my hodl bag, and SHIB is definitely one of my top holdings. And then my trade bag is, things that I use my charts to play with, and you kind of get addicted to it. But I'll say not financial advice, but advice. If you want to trade, you kind of got to be able to watch it all the time, unless you have stop loss orders and things like that. So but I enjoy it, and I do. I mean, SHIB has really got into that and really got into the community, and that's kind of where most of us end up doing. We come in and we fall in love with the community because everybody's trying to help everybody out. Uh, as far as I know you've helped a lot of people get crypto wallets, right? So
Absolutely.
that's a must. I mean, when you've been in it a long time, it's like anytime you start talking to somebody about crypto, it ends up being a 2-hour discussion, right? It's like,
It does.
You mean Bitcoin? Yeah. And then blockchain. And then, so you go through all of that. And, but we have to spend those 2 hours or, have instructional videos and things to help people do things like create wallets and that type of thing.
Well,
But
where do you fall in line with the Shib Army? I mean, what's your goals, and what are you trying to help out and help the community grow in?
Well, I've been real involved in Twitter with the spaces and all. Just, you learn from and try to help. Try to bring, some of the wisdom, some of the owning businesses, running businesses type of experience to, I'll say, the younger crowd who run circles around me with all their technological skills. So, we all work together. I've gotten involved in a project called the SHIB Co-op, which is a metaverse-centric group that has gotten together. And what we're doing is basically getting landowners to come together and help each other build out our projects. So I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a coder. I'm a business and finance guy, but we've got a graphic designer. We've got a coder, but just having us is not going to scale 34,000 projects in a very short amount of time. So we're hoping to bring more and more developers in, as well as landowners, where we can help promote each other. We can help each other build out the projects and turn the dreams into reality.
I tell you, it's just a beautiful thing, and I know that you've seen so many folks in this project, and you've seen how much it's grown. That's for sure. I know you can feel it.
Most definitely. I mean, we were there when the first land went on auctions, phase one of the land sale, and that's how we kind of got started. We're on the SHIB official Discord, a few people, and said, let's go buy some land together. And we went off and came back and said, oh yeah, I've got one over here at Wagme, and he's got one over at Rocket Pond. It's like, well, that didn't work too well, so let's coordinate. And then we coordinated and bought some land together. And that's kind of how the co-op evolved. It's not an official SHIB project. It's an unofficial, but our goals are to, work with anybody that wants to be a part of the metaverse.
I tell you, it's so cool owning those lands because you never really know what's going to happen. And, we've got about 10 plots ourselves. We actually have some right there next to Roshi's Vision. We went on the first day and snatched that up. And I'm
Nice.
just so excited. I can't wait to see what Marcy and the team is going to build. And I know it's going to be spectacular. We get our first peek at the South by Southwest thing that's going on down in Texas next in March. So I can't wait
Right.
to hear the feedback about that. So, Coach George, before you go here, just tell us a little bit about where you see the future going. I mean, I've heard people say that they want to grow SHIBARMY to 100 million. And look, the reason why I know it's possible, Coach George, over 100 million people has already signed up for that Chat GPT thing. It can happen just like that. Do you feel the SHIBARMY can grow to 100 million?
I do. And, it really comes to mass adoption, and that's for all cryptocurrency, not just SHIB. But I feel like there's going to be, top 5, top 10, or what have you, that are really going to get into when mass adoption happens, where people can retail make purchases, and there's a lot that have already started. But when the whole world realizes, okay, I can go in and boom, use my debit card to buy a car or a house or, something at Kmart or whatever, not Kmart's not a good, I don't even know if they're still around, but, a retail store. And when that happens, the people have to keep buying it because the retail stores are going to cash out basically. But then when we get a viable currency that, what do you got? 8 billion people in the world, I think it is.
Yeah.
So, let's say you get whatever, a small percentage of that, we've got a long way to go, and it's definitely possible. And it feels to me, this is not financial advice, but you're now seeing, the BlackRocks and the Greystones and some of the big hedge funds are all getting in it. And you see governments coming in with their CDCs or CDBCs. And so just from watching it since 2016, all those guys were kind of sitting on the sidelines and like, this isn't real. It's not really a threat. And now, once market cap, I think once it got over $1 trillion, you started seeing more interest, more in the news, and more things. Like I said, the BlackRocks, Greystones, and some of the big institutional investors getting in. So
well, we can feel it. I mean, that when they go on them runs like we did yesterday, look at the money that just poured right in. But Coach George, I'm gonna keep bouncing on here to more people that's in the back room.
Sure.
But go ahead with the last word though. Tell me any last words that you'd like. And first of all, let me say thank you so much for being here and being that strong voice, being a business owner, helping people out. I know what that means, and you're a pivotal part to the SHIBARMY. So we love you, man. Thank you.
Well, I really appreciate that. Twitter at Coach George CRA. If you want to follow me, if you have questions, want to reach out, need some help with anything. And then our on a Twitter, the SHIB Co-op is at SHIB Co-op.
Beautiful. And Coach George, if you would throw it up in the private chat, I'll share that out after you're off the stream here. But I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful night. Go SHIBARMY. All
Thank
right.
you. You keep doing your thing, bud. You're really helping a lot of people, and it means a lot to all of us.
I appreciate you. Have a
All
good
right.
night. All right. So next, we got a guest up. He's an amputee like me, baby. I've just seen him put his post out there, and he's always SHIBARMY ride or die, and I love it. So let me go ahead and bring in Zhang Zimmy. How you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing all right. Yep, just doing all right.
I hear you. So
Getting all
now
right.
let's tell the Army you got a SHIB sticker on your leg, correct?
No,
Oh, okay.
it is. They are epoxied on there. That was the
Epoxy.
first one. That was the John Richmond,
Oh yeah.
and then that.
Oh, beautiful, man. You got the first John Richmond nub power, baby.
Yes, and this is the new one.
Ooh, I like that.
So it's all SHIB related. It's all
Beautiful.
SHIB family. So yeah. Well,
So tell us your story.
all right. I got in somewhere in the end of April, beginning of May at 21. And I just started dabbling at that point, and then just, like everybody else's story, I came in for the money and stayed for the community. And I just seen that there's a lot more that can be driven and focused with using shib, that it can be adopted in real life. So yeah, through various avenues, we're working on a couple projects. So, and it's going to be all shib related.
Do you want to talk about those now, or do you want to kind of just keep those to yourself right now?
Right now, it's still on the down low a little bit. So we'll get to it, probably releasing something, hopefully with maybe by April, mid-April, and then the other, once Pulsar drops, then we'll be good there too.
Well, beautiful. Well, look, I've got some in real life projects that I'm going to be building up, but isn't SHIB a beautiful thing to allow us to do that? SHIB has knocked down so many walls. We're all together. Nobody's against each other. We're not competing. I don't care if you was my if I opened a burger joint named SHIB Burgers and you opened SHIB Burgers or SHIB Fries right next to me, I'd be just as happy if you're selling them as well. And that's how I feel about it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, that's pretty much, that's so far what I have experienced during the duration I've been in, is majority of the real SHIB family, SHIB holders, they have each other's back. Case in point, Coach George. I see him, I hear him every night on night SHIB. I hear him, throughout the day on day SHIB. And I mean, he's a pivotal voice. So it's good people like him, SHIB Bender, you, that, we're all there. And if people have questions, if we can't get the answer, we'll sure as hell, we'll help find it,
Yes, we will. And I mean, it's amazing. We've gone up. We're going to pass over tomorrow, the next day, over 1.3 million decentralized holders. Just an absolute. That's beautiful. And I mean, that doesn't even count the centralized holders that hold SHIB. People don't realize we're already up in the 3 or 4 or 5 million holders at this moment. I mean, it's been really cool. And the reason why I want to do this community event is because I've been around, the world, teaching people and getting people set up. And it's a worldwide thing. It's not a USA thing. Do you feel the same way?
Oh, absolutely. Well, most of the people that when I first got in with SHIB, most of the people that I spoke to weren't here in the States. I'm in somewhere North Carolina, and yeah, I tried getting my kids, and when they were out in Alaska and all over. But most of the people I've spoken with have been abroad. So to get good influence from people over there, I mean, it's a beautiful thing to have this kind of community just expand.
It's so crazy. And the chat right here, it says, I know the SHIB stickers are great icebreakers. Do you get a bunch of questions directed to your decals? And do you find it a good teachable moment?
It is. It really is. And the good thing is these don't come off. These are epoxied, and I mean, still waiting on you to get yours as well. But no, it's definitely, it's a good lead in where kids will come up and they're like, hey, look, he's got a cool robot leg, and like, look, there's a dog on it, and and the parents will still like, why does that look familiar? And it'll just go into something from there.
I know, it's so crazy. My leg was built before I even got in SHIB, and it fits so good. But my next permanent leg, I promise, I'm getting shibbed out. They could probably take and send it off now, but this is my best fitting leg, so I can't be without it. My other one will rub some sores on my leg, and then I'll be down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
that's
me and
not
you
good.
know what it is.
That's not good. Yeah.
No, me and you know how if we get sores, it's over for us. We're laid up.
That's right. That's right.
But I can tell I hop on the good foot, baby. I know you're hopping on the good foot for SHIB. So it's been a blessing so far to bring this community together. So tell me, you're a Carolina boy. I'm a Carolina boy. the thing that excites me the most is, like you said, getting to meet all the people that's not even in cryptocurrency. Like I've done so many wallet setups last year. As the wallet technology evolves and we're able to get people in much quicker, where it don't take me an hour, 2 hours to do each one, I think we're
Right.
just going to explode. And the new wallets that are coming out are really just going to require an email address. Do you feel a good crypto explosion coming up here in 2023, 2024 as the technology catches up?
I think as the not just the technology, but as the general public get more informed and more learned on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and the Web3, I think by far it's just going to lead us into some pretty unparalleled times where we're just going to have a mass explosion.
I think so too. And it's going to happen so fast. And people ask me all the time, they're like, how much SHIB do I need to get where I need to get to? And what do I need to do? And I don't give them financial advice. I just tell them you have to set your goal. Like I know what my number is in my HODL bag where I'll be set for life. You know what I mean? And if you set your goal for like that, then you can divide out or multiply how much SHIB you need to get to where you need to get to. So I always tell people that. But I tell people, most importantly, just like me and you sitting here talking, it's a community, it's a family where there's no drama, no stress. There are some little things going on as far as the dev team right now with a little bit of drama, but whatever. It is what it is. When everybody comes together, we put our arms around each other and we move forward for a common goal. That's for sure.
And that's absolutely, and that's pretty much as Ryoshi's vision is. It's for the community to be built by the community as we see fit. So absolutely, community is the sole basis behind what SHIB is.
Absolutely.
It's 100% awesome.
So I was able to bring in about, I don't know, with the 567 holders, I did the math. It was like $2.2 million in the SHIB. One person can make a change. And I know that from what I've done, but with the businesses, I know you're not going to talk about what you're going to do, but you're in real life business. You are planning on tapping it into Shibarium and creating a network type business, correct?
Yes, it will be real world product, and it will have, initially we have to start off with fiat, and it will tie in as we can get into it. It will tie into utilizing SHIB and other crypto through Shibarium, and trying to set up in the metaverse to have like a virtual store where we can have stuff bought and sold. So,
oh, absolutely. It's going to work. Marcy's going to make it where we can tie in perfectly. That's for sure. And every transaction is going to count here. We know that, and very excited about that. So Coach George is still in the back. I think he wants to say hello to you. Hold on one second. Let me, are you good? Okay. All right. Well, he's just watching in the back. I'm sorry. He's good to go. He's throwing his thumbs up, but I didn't know if he wanted to say hello, but there you go. Thumbs up to you. But
what's up, Coach George?
So, what do you do in your day job? I sell medical supplies to the VA. What do you do, sir?
Oh, besides hobbling along, I am a heavy equipment operator for a Georgia Pacific, doing logging and stuff like that.
I hear you. True country boy, man. One of the last few. There's not many folks left.
No.
I hear you. So running that equipment and getting by. And does any of your other fellow loggers, or have you been able to bring any of those folks into crypto?
I have. I had brought two supervisors, a foreman, a couple of people in other areas of the mill, and some of them brought their family members along, as well as my son who was there, my nephew who was there. We all got in. So it's I still rock around the SHIB shirts at work, and as much as possible.
Well, I absolutely love to get everything I can Shib Army and show it off, and like this is the One Leg Bandit Shib Cup, that it's so cool to see everybody's making something already, you know what I mean? So these little things are being made up, everything's being made up, and our brand is definitely growing, and I think that was part of the vision, so we could just kind of in every angle grow outward,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I tell you, I am so thankful for your time. I appreciate you tonight, and I'm going to continue on here, but I just am so thankful for you. So I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful night,
Guys,
okay?
appreciate you. Love you guys.
I love you too, buddy. Thank you. All right, everybody. So we're continuing on here. We've already had Fuzzy Man Dennis, Coach George, Zhang Zimmy, and just lots of good community members that work hard every single day that want to tell their journey. My journey has been kind of well documented because I'm on here a lot and I talk about myself a lot. But what I try to do every day is lift up people and get them into the cryptocurrency market by helping them get their wallet. And it's been great. I mean, 567 last year, 567 individual wallets, lots of people coming in, lots of people learning how to do DeFi. It's not easy. I mean, sometimes you got to learn every single thing is brand new. You have to go to ShibaSwap and learn how to use the swap or Uniswap, whatever you want to use there. But definitely recommend ShibaSwap. And then you have to get Ethereum and swap it. I mean, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to take in. And people are working hard and trying to grow and learn how everything goes. So you're telling me I can't start a transportation company and call it Shiba Inu Transportation? Yeah, you can do anything. Shiba Inu is an wide open platform. It's not trademarkable. It is open. You might be able to trademark a name or something like that, but I think the whole premise of it is so we can all use Shiba Inu and grow it, and hopefully in good faith, everyone that does use Shiba Inu ties into the metaverse and ties into Shibarium. Every single transaction is going to start to pile up and people will start to get the picture once this is released. This is a big deal. When Shibarium kicks in and people can start burning off of every single transaction, it's going to be crazy. Think about it y'all. The volume yesterday, let me go ahead and add this in so I can share this, okay? Let me present here. Anybody watching that wants to join into the stream, scroll up in the chat and just click that link and you can come in through the back door. I'll let you in. I want anybody that wants to come in and talk about their journey tonight to please do so. So let me go ahead and share my screen and Chrome tab. Let's do this here. So check this out, everybody. So first thing we're going to run into is look at this. 1,298,122. We are creeping up on 1.3 million holders in Shiba Inu. Just absolutely a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, we are growing. The army is so strong and we're growing every single day. Let's go to the overview here and take a look at some things. Okay, right now we're at 14.16, down 3%. It bounced back a little bit off of our one day here where we hit up to 1530. But you know what? That is how the charts normally work with Shiba Inu. It normally pulls down, then it builds that strength back up, and then boom, we're off to the next leg. So I'm really feeling that. But look, the total volume right now in the last 24 hours is $896 million. So $896 million. Yesterday it was in the billions. I know that, or the day that we went on the run, it was like 1.6 billion. Can you imagine that transactional volume burning Shiba Inu as it runs through the Shibarium network? And a lot of it will be running through the Shibarium network. It's going to be outstanding, the amount of SHIB that we can burn. It really is a great thing. If you have not ever done this before, you can go to burn.shibaswap.com. I'm going to share this tab. If you go here to burn.shibaswap.com, you can go here and you can click buy and burn in a single transaction. If you do this, you can use Ethereum just to make your burns. Through this portal, I've already burnt 54 million SHIB through this portal. I burn a lot more directly when I was burning for Manus Veteran Medical proceeds. So, but this is really cool. You can burn your SHIB here. I have 3.4 billion SHIB in this wallet. This is one of the wallets, but either way, you got 3.4 billion there. I'm definitely not burning my SHIB, but you can go here and burn with Ethereum. So that's something really cool. If you haven't done it, go to burn.shibaswap.com. And then one other thing, let me show you. Go to ShibBurn. If you go to shibburn.com, you can check this out. I'm going to share this with you. 1 second. It's really cool. The burns are, yesterday they're kind of trimming down a little bit, but still we're doing some burning, and it's down. See, 90% in the last 24 hours. We need to keep our burns up. I started an initiative called Millie Shib Burn, and we was doing a lot of burns, even though it was just 1 million at a time. When I started that initiative, you'll see a lot of the burns were right at 1 million, and the community is stepping up and doing what they can do. But here's some big burns here, but we've really got to step up our burns and get things moving a lot better. All right. We really do. Hold on 1 second. Let me click back over here and remove this. So, I'm going to give y'all a few more minutes here. If anybody else wants to come in, please come on and do so. Coach George is saying the shibarium layer 2 will help gas costs on heavy trading days. So whenever everybody's going crazy buying, instead of paying $16, $24 for the transaction, bring it way on down on the shibarium network, and people are going to come over there to make those trades. That's what Coach George is saying, and it's really going to help out with what we're trying to do on these burns. But I really appreciate everybody, being here tonight. I wanted to get a few more people in, but it was kind of short notice, and not to mention the Grammys is going on. So there's some big TV out there. But for everybody that was here, y'all, and everybody that watched, and as we share this out, more people will see this. Just, you can see the power off this small sample size of the community and what we're all trying to do. We're all going to grow together. We're all going to lift each other up, and we're all going to hit our goals. So either you're riding with us on the Shib Army, or you're going to miss out. But we love you, and hope you all have a wonderful night. One Leg Bandit is out.